Hello, everybody. My name is Tiselani Ndlovu. I'm a 38-year-old woman who's about to turn 39. Not so middle life yet, right? I mean, what a weird name. Not so middle life yet. What does that even mean? Well, I just said I'm 38 years old, so that means I'm too old to be called young, but I'm also too young to be called old. Right? But one of you might be looking at me and thinking, no, but you're old, because that's the mentality around here in South Africa, right? Once you turn a certain age, as a woman, you're expected now to stop wearing shorts and just get a pinafore, fast coat, and be out there and be the auntie. You start being called, to be called the auntie, and that's how you're supposed to act, right? As the auntie, because you are over 35. But then there's this thing, when a person who's like 40 years old dies, they'll be like, oh my gosh, he was so young. Even if it's a 45-year-old, they'll still say, but he was so young. Oh my gosh, what happened? If a 40-year-old has a stroke or a heart attack, everyone will be saying, but he was so young. She was so young. How could they have a heart attack at 40? Or how could they have a stroke at 45? They were very, very young. And then I went on Twitter like last year, and I don't know if Dr. Malinga was trying to come back with a song, and I just saw a whole lot of tweets, and they were busy saying that, Dr. Malinga must just retire, right? They said he must retire because he's old now. There's no way we're gonna watch a man jumping up and down, throwing his leg in the air and doing all that because he's old now. And then there's this, I can't for the life of me right now think of her name. I'm not sure. Don't even have my phone on me to just double check, but there's this designer. I'm not sure if this is the one that recently passed away. My head is a bit there was this designer. It didn't matter how old she was. She would just do her cartwheels. Now she's not South African, obviously, right? She would walk in and she would just do her cartwheels when she was done showing her clothes. But Dr. Malinga is old, and I don't know, even in her 60s, when her bones were still allowing her to do those cartwheels, she did them. But no, Dr. Malinga, who's in his 40s, is too old to go out and do those cartwheels, or not cartwheels, but throw his leg in the air and try to get his career going. And the thing is, the people who are busy saying that he's old are probably like 25-year-olds. The people that are expecting 35-year-olds to now not go to Groove. By the way, I don't even go to Grooves. I don't even care. I have no cares in the world for such things. But the people that are expecting the 35-year-olds now to be going to such places are actually probably 28 now, and they're going to hit 35. And this is South Africa. We live in a country where at 35 you are considered expired. In the country that I come from, in the country that I was brought up, if you have not made it by 35, you're expired. Like, let's take the government internships and all the programs that they have. For instance, it's always 18 to 35. What are the youth ages? I don't know who decided this, but somebody sat down and thought, you are youth from 18 to 35, or 16 to 35. Once you hit 35, you're old. Once you hit 35, you're very old. And if you have not made it, in life by 35, then you should just go out, pack your stuff, go sit in your house, and just add on to the people who will never ever make it in life. So my thing is, I am 38 and I am a stay-at-home mom. Yes, the things that I try to do, whether it's podcasts, whether it's YouTube channels, and all of that, nothing has popped off. None of it has popped off. This is just me trying. I am doing my best at like making videos. I will go on and make 10 videos a week sometimes. There was a time where I made 31 videos back to back. I do have 4 children. I've got a teenager there, I've got 2 toddlers in there, and a 10-year-old who thinks she is the world, and she is, but we suffer with that as well. And I still did all of that, and it didn't really bring results. But why would I kill myself like that when I have all these responsibilities? It's because I live in a world that thinks I'm already expired, because 5 years, is it 5 years, nearly 5 years over that 35 cutoff where I didn't make it. I was not in some office in a pinstripe suit, walking in and crunching numbers. Not that I want to do that. No, never been my dream. Imagine me right now walking and then deciding that now I want to start my music career. I'm a singer-songwriter, play the bass, used to play the bass. But imagine me now trying to start that, right? I'm a 39-year-old, and now, people are going to be like, no, but sister, wear a longer skirt. We can't see those thighs. They're a bit biltongish now. You're over 35. We don't want to see that. And also, please leave the opportunities to the young people. How? So just because you're old now, you should not do anything. It really baffles me, because I have seen women outside of this country raise their kids. They were stay-at-home women. Not that they didn't have a brain. They do have a brain, but they decided, okay, I'm going to raise my children first. And they do that, and their children then go off to university, and they're like, you know what, I've done my job. I've raised my kids. And then they start from there, and they go to law school in their 40s. They go to law school, and they finish law school, and they start their career in their mid-40s, and work until they retire, whenever they decide to retire. In South Africa, it's like you are going to school at that age. Also, when you think about it, it's like, okay, if I go to school, if I now decide to go to school and I'm 40 and I'm starting school, who the heck is going to hire me? Hey, in South Africa, my goodness, you are just seen as this person who, as I said, you're seen as biltong. You had your chance, they gave you, you finished matric at 17, 18, and then they gave you from 18 to 35. You need to figure yourself out within those years. And if you have not figured yourself out, then icon, that's it for you. It's tickets for you. For me, this is just the thing is, in the very same country where you're expected to make it within that time frame, there are no jobs. There are no jobs. And at the present moment, look, guys, I'm not going to be giving you facts here. I'm not going to be giving you, and if you hear baby crying, I am a mother. So the baby will be part of the podcast. They'll cry. That's how it is around here. I'm not going to be giving you facts and stats and all of that. It's not that show today. It's just me speaking from the heart that, even with YouTube, I do YouTube. I've got a mommy YouTube channel, and that is not taking forever to grow. And guys, I go all out for it. I go all out for that YouTube channel, and I make sure that the visuals are clear and pretty all the time, and the angles, and it's all that. And I work so hard, and I can look at, right now I'm looking at my tripod. It looks like it's going to fall. And there we go. And I work so hard, yet it's not moving. And I think I once said, why isn't it moving? And a lot of people will be like, they were like, but you're old. Everyone is gravitating towards the young ones. And then I look at the all the American mommy YouTubers, like Emily Norris, for example. She's exactly my age. She's 38 and she's flourishing. And ain't nobody telling her that she's old. But in South Africa, you're old, so we can't follow you. You're not hip, you're not happening anymore. We'll just follow the young ones. So it's not even just the government that is closing people. I don't know. Maybe now we just conditioned as well to think that once you hit 35, that's it for you. It's tickets for you. You know, guys, I'm 38 years old. I'm about to turn 39 in a couple of weeks. Today, I'd say probably in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm turning 39. And I am trying to start my life at 39 in a country that has declared me as expired. I hit 35 and I had not found my feet yet. And the country said, you are old now. You are not youth anymore. We have no use for you. You know, you need to figure yourself out before that. And I know a whole lot of people. I know cousins. I know a lot of people that are sitting at home and they're trying to find a job and they aren't able. They're feeling those that, I don't know what they call them, 85 or 83. I don't know. You know the forms that people fill in. And they just never get those jobs, and they are chasing 35, and they're afraid that they're gonna hit 35 without a job, and then it's gonna be tickets for them. As I said, my name is Tiselani Glovo, and I'm 38, about to turn 39. I am too old to be young, and I am too young to be called old. So I am not so middle life yet, and I'm trying to start my life. And so this podcast and this YouTube channel will be about a person who's not so middle life yet, who is considered to just be expired in this world, trying to start their life, because there is no way one can literally just wash their hands just because the opportunities are not there for you anymore. Look, right now the opportunities are not even there for like a 22-year-old. We live in a country where we never have electricity, where all businesses are closing down. Well, most businesses are closing down. So you might think, okay, I'm over 35, so no one's gonna hire me. Let me start a little business. With what? Electricity. Like, with what? Electricity. But instead of just looking at all the negatives, I am a girl, a very big girl, according to South Africa, very big girl, maybe very, very big girl, who's trying to start their life over 35, who's trying to start their life at 39. And this is what I'm going to document in this podcast and this YouTube channel, so that other over 35s can also be inspired to start their life at that age and not even be ashamed that, you know, they have not reached their goals. They have not started anything that, you know, not because they're lazy, but because of life circumstances and every other thing that happens in between, you know. So this will be a weekly podcast, and there'll also be videos on YouTube that document certain things. So if you like 35 or maybe 34 or 33 and you can see that it's not happening, this is your place to come and chill and hang out, and we'll sort things out together. Or maybe you could just be sitting there and you are like 50 and it has not happened for you yet. I was just watching this podcast or a snippet from a podcast where this man was talking about how they are starting something new. Oh my gosh, what is that? Were they starting something new? Oh, just so like a big lizard. Anyway, where they they starting a whole new thing at 47. For them, that was like, yeah, I'm moving from another career to another career at 47. It looks like, I've got kids and this and this, and I'm thinking, in South Africa, you might not even, you're not moving from one career to another career at 47. Sometimes in South Africa, you at 47, you have not even started yet. You're still trying to find your feet. Sheesh, man. I used to be very scared of saying my age after turning like 33, because that's the thing. People start to ask, how old are you again? 39. What have you accomplished? What have you, family gatherings were weird for me, because people were gonna, oh, so where's your car? I think I once went to a family gathering and they were like, so where's your car? And I showed them my family car, and they're like, oh, is that your car? Did you buy that car? Obviously I didn't buy the car, and they know very well that I do not work, that it was my husband's car. But and they made a huge thing about it, and starting to call on about all the other cousins, saying that this one did this, and they're working here, and they've got this and this and that, and this one, and then what do you have? And I remember this person actually saying to me, what do you have? So guys, short story, I wrote a jingle way back, that's me, music. I wrote a jingle way back, years back, for like a TV show. And this person just started talking about everybody's accomplishments, and it's like, oh, and then what did you do? You just wrote this bloody and sang the song, and that was it. At the very time, I was hurt. My feelings were hurt, because he started just showing, he started talking about how everybody was just flourishing, and I was at a certain age, and still I was calling my husband's car my car, and it's not even mine. And at that time, I think around the time I decided maybe I shouldn't go to family gatherings anymore, or I just chose that, okay, the kind of family gatherings that have these kind of people, maybe I should avoid them, because I'm gonna end up feeling bad. And I started feeling weird about my age, so I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say my age at all. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't say my age at all till last year, and I was like, what, I am 38 and I'm loving it, because what, I'm 38 and loving it. Do I have everything together? No, I have nothing together, to be honest with you, nothing at all. But I am starting right now to put things together, and that's what I'm going to be doing on this channel. That's what I'm going to be doing on this podcast. I'm going to be talking to 35-year-olds that have not made it yet, and they know that they want to do something with their lives in a country that deems them as expired. We're going to do this. We're going to do this anyway. We're going to do it in our old age. We're going to do it with our walking sticks if we have to. We're going to do it anyway, because what are we supposed to do? Are we go, what? Should we just shrivel up like the biltong that people think we are, and just watch the rest of the world pass us by? No. It's not going to happen that way. So yeah, this is an introduction to Not So Middle Life Yet. We are not expired at 35. It doesn't matter what the country says. It doesn't really matter what society thinks. We can still make it. I don't know how, but we're gonna try. Like I feel like you'd rather die trying, man, than just giving up on yourself, just like the world has given up on yourself, because at least you're doing something. You're doing something, even if it means picking up your little phone, even if it's not like a fancy phone, picking up that little phone and shooting videos, getting a free editing thing, and editing those videos and just putting them out. Do that then. I know it's hard, it's hard to work around no electricity, but making excuses as well, it's not gonna help you much. It's not gonna help you much at all. So yeah, I'll say my name again. My name is Tisalani Clover. I'm 38. I'm about to turn 39. And I'm not so midlife yet. I am not expired at 35. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to start from scratch at 39 years of age. I am not built on, okay? I am not built on. Anyway, thank you. Bye.